In this video, we'll be learning about how to create an inquiry at your CRM. What is CRM? So CRM is your customer relationship management, where it refers to the integration of the customer relationship management functions within an ERP system, that's Enterprise Resource Planning System, to manage your entire customer life cycle from lead generation to a sales, order processing, delivery, billing, that in all in one system. So this is termed to be your customer relationship management. So in order of that, what is enquiry? So enquiry in ERP or your CRM, it's a pre-sale request from the customer or prospect asking for the information, pricing, availability or features of your product or service before placing an order or quotation. So this is termed to be as your enquiry. So this slide consists of the details which are going to enter it on our enquiry screen. So here it consists of your customer, that's of Greenwright Cycles Private Limited, and so the following item for which you're going to raise an inquiry, that's of bicycle, and for the quantity, that's of 200. So those are the details which you're going to enter it on our enquiries. And so this slide consists of the workflow approval, where it holds up two processes. One is of reviewing the document, another is of approving the document. So here the document will be reviewed by Pooja, who will be acting as our supervisor, and after reviewing the document, the corresponding document will be getting forwarded for approval to our Shweta, who is our manager. So after approving the document, the inquiry will get created, and so this is how the workflow would be. And now in order to create an inquiry, let's move on to our login page. So this is our login page, and here I'm entering as our user. After entering your username and password, click on login, and now click on your CRM. At transaction, inquiry falls up, so click on inquiry. And so this is a page for creating an inquiry, so where creation will be done, and so where you can search for a document, that's either by header wise or through line wise by giving a search. And it also holds a pending icon where the document falls at from your leads. So now in order to create of direct, let's click on this add icon. So here it consists of your inquiry prefix, and so the date, which can be elected up, and the currency falls up. Then comes the account. So here that's of your customer, that's of Greenwright, which I had chosen at, and here I'm giving my inquiry name, that's of cycle, and I'm giving my associated unit location. So when you give the unit location, unit will get fetched up from your masters, and so the assigned to person. Then comes your reference, and here I'm given my reference as inquiry. So after giving all such details, click on the save option, that's of tick. When you give the tick, document will be getting viewed up like this. So in addition, we have our inquiry name, which will get generated automatically. Then it consists of your size of deal or value. So which means it's also known as a deal value, that's opportunity value or estimated revenue, which refers to the monetary worth of a potential sale. So since it's of 0, I'm giving it as 1. So still the document is on process, it's of draft. When it's been forwarded, status will be changed to entry completed, and when being approved by the approver, will be transformed to your approved status or active status. And then at line details, give up your item by clicking on this add line. So here it consists of the two types, one is of existing item, another is of creating of new. So now we will be giving it of existing item, and so select the item for which we are going to raise an inquiry of. After selecting the item, give the corresponding quantity. So after entering your quantity, that's of 200, here we have two fields, that's of FR and CR. So FR is your feasibility study. So which means checking whether the customer's inquiry can be executed technically, operationally, and within our timelines. It's to ensure the company can supply the required product or service as per the inquiry terms. So when it's of your CR, that's of cost estimation. So it involves the calculating the expected total cost to supply the item or service requested in an inquiry in order to determine the selling price or quotation value that's based on your accurate internal cost analysis. So as per requirement can be enabled or disabled off. So after giving your quantity, click on save so that your action icon, attachment icon will get displayed off. You do not want this line to be getting proceeded further. You can click on this bin icon so that it will be getting deleted off. So if you, in order to enhance any folder, you can click on this attachment where you can enhance it. And then we have our attributes and notes. When it's of attributes, it includes your specific characteristics, parameters, or custom details that's been related to your inquiry or item that help describe requirements more precisely. When coming to your notes, those are the free text remarks added to the inquiry for your communication, clarification, or record keeping to record some internal comments or customer instructions that support your inquiry handling and decision making of. So where you can give up by clicking on this add icon. And when you move on to this address, it consists of your bill and ship to address. So when you click on this general, we have a duration and so expected closing in and so the probabilities. Then comes your sub territories, that's of the zone. And then we have our notes respectively. So after giving all such entries, you will be clicking on post. Now the document will be getting forwarded for Pooja, who's a supervisor here. Now click on OK. And so the document has been forwarded now. Now let's look at the status after forwarding the document. Now the status has become entry completed after the draft. Now let's log in as our supervisor in order to review the document. And so this is a login page of our supervisor. In order to review, click on this bell icon, move on to your approvals. When you click on this detail icon, document will get viewed up here. So after having a review of the item and so the following customer, again comes your quantity. So after having a review, we'll be clicking on this approve icon. So now the document will be getting forwarded for approval to Shweta, who's our manager over here. Now click on OK. And so the document has been forwarded for approval. Now let's log in as our manager. So this is a login page of our manager. Now click on this bell icon, move on to your approval. When you click on this detail icon, document will get displayed up. So this is the document. So this is a document which has been forwarded from our supervisor after the review. Now in order to approve, click on approve. Now click on OK. So the document gets approved. Now let's look at the status at our user. Let's search by giving up our inquiry number. Give it a search. And now the status has become approved from draft and entry completed. When you click on this print icon, a report will get generated. So this is the report for your inquiry, so which holds your inquiry number, date, and so the name of your inquiry, following leads of your assigned to currency, and so the details of your receiver and the consignee. And for the item, the inquiry has been raised up, for the how much quantity it's been raised off. So all such details will be getting included at your reports. So this is how you'll be generating a report. So when you click on this workflow log, so workflow history, it refers to the record or log of all actions, approvals, rejections, and status changes that occur during the life cycle of a workflow transaction in an ERP system. And it provides a complete audit trail showing who did what, when, and what decision was taken at each step of the workflow process. So this is how you will be creating an enquiry. Thank you for watching.